Hatrix Podcast, where Arizona hip-hop lives. Live from the bunker. You're now plugged in to the Hatrix Podcast, where Arizona hip-hop lives. Featuring the Prosper Fog, hosted by the award-winning 2ToneDaSupastar. Pay your motherfucking legends. The Cash App is open. Let's get ready for the fucking shit.
The Cash App is open.
2ToneDaSupastar.
The Cash App is open. The Cash App is open.
Yes. What's new, man? It's your boy 2ToneDaSupastar. Please say the superstar, and you're now plugged in to the Hatrix Pay Your Legends. What's going on here? Y'all know what day it is. It is No Cap Thursdays.
The Cash App is open. The Cash App is open. The Cash App is open.
That's right, Arizona. I got a special guest for y'all today. An amazing talent, amazing boxer. He once held the WBC interim lightweight title. He also held the IBF super featherweight title. A real dog in the ring. I can't wait to talk to this brother right here. Arizona, y'all give a warm welcome and make some noise for Joseph Diaz Jr. one time tonight, y'all. What's going on with you, Joseph?
Hey, what's going on, bro? Hey, I could barely hear you.
You can barely hear me?
Yeah.
Hold on. You might need the headphones. Can y'all hear me out there in the Prosper Fog?
Yeah, I could barely hear you. Like, you're very low.
Can you hear me? What about that? I can hear you good.
Yeah, I can't hear you. I can't hear you at all.
At all? You might need to come back in. Hold on.
All right, want me to exit real quick?
Yeah, or turn up the volume. Can you turn up your volume real quick?
Let me try to connect it to my my car speaker.
Okay.
All right, 1 second.
All right.
Yeah, Daddy, hold on, okay?
Let the Bluetooth flourish. You hear me?
Hold on, I'm trying to connect it right now.
All right. And make sure y'all hit the like button, hit the share button too out there. Hit the like button, hit the share button too out there. Hit the like button, hit the share button.
Oh, I can hear you now.
All right, that's what's up, man. How are you? You out there in LA right now? You out there in LA right now?
Yeah, I just got back from Texas, man. I'm in LA now.
Oh, so you was in San Antonio. How was San Antonio? Because I know San Antonio, respectfully, it's kind of trash out there. Say that respectfully. It's kind of trash out there. Say that.
Hey, to be honest, man, I actually enjoyed myself in San Antonio. There's a lot of boxing fans out there, so I had a lot of love out there. It was good just to go out there and just, be a fan of the sport of boxing, watch a great night of boxing, and just, give my analysis on a broadcast, man. It was my first time doing it with DAZN. I've done it several times already with ESPN, but it was my first time with DAZN, man, so I had a really good time.
That's what's up, man. And I saw your Twitter. You said you could not wait to get home to your child. How is it being a father and a dad? Because I love it.
Oh, bro, it's amazing, man. I mean, it's life-changing. Just being able to, see your son grow up and see him develop, see him walk, see him talk, see him, say different words now. And also, like, just seeing all the similarities that I do with myself in him. It's amazing, bro, man. And I'm just, like, so excited and so blessed that I have such a beautiful child. And I thank God every single day, man. And I just try to, be the best person that I possibly can be for him. So that way later on in his future, he's not gonna be struggling like how I did growing up.
Oh, that's what's up. So you said you struggled growing up. Explain that. How was that growing up? You said you struggled.
How was that growing up? You said you struggled.
Yeah, I mean, it's you know how people when you're a professional boxer, man, or even just a boxer in general, we do this. I did this, to try to make a living, try to change a lot of lives, not only for myself but for my family as well. I mean, growing up, I'm not gonna say that we were like the poorest or the richest or anything like that, man, but it was a struggle, and I was very very fortunate, very blessed that with boxing, man, it gave me the USA Boxing. They gave me monthly stipends. They gave me money where I was able to, help on my mom, help on my parents, with the rent or with the groceries, whatever they needed, dude. So that right there was, very, very inspiring and very motivating. And just knowing that I have the opportunity to not only, continue to change my life, but my family's life as well. Now that I have a son, I'm trying to do the most that I can so that way he won't grow up like that, man. He's gonna have different opportunities. He's gonna have different types of stress and dramas and traumas in his life, other than worrying about money.
100%. I 100% agree with
100%. I 100% agree.
at what point did you know
At what point did you know
that you were nice with these hands?
that you were nice with these hands?
Yo, to be honest, I knew that when I was like 11 years old because I actually walked into the gym. The reason why I even started boxing was because I was learning self-defense. I was always small and I was always a smaller person, so people always try to take advantage of me and try to punk me and bully me and shit. So my father, he ended up telling me that I needed to learn self-defense. He was going to take me to the local boxing gym. I ended up going to a local boxing gym, the South Amani Teamsters Youth Boxing Club. Man, it's a crazy story. So right when I walked in, one of the bullies from my school, he was a boxer, and I didn't know that. So I walked in, and he was with a group of his friends. And right when I walked in with my dad. He came up to me, started laughing and shit like that. And he's like, "Oh, you think you're tough now? Like, let's spar, Like, you think you're tough? Let's spar." And at that time, like, I didn't know what the hell sparring was. I was like, "What the fuck sparring?" So I was like, "All right, yeah." I was trying to act tough in front of my dad. So I was like, "All right, yeah, give me a week and I'll spar you." And then after he started giggling, him and his friends started giggling. And then after they walked away, and then I ended up telling my dad, "Yo, Dad, what's sparring?" He was like, "Jojo, sparring is when you're gonna have to get in the ring. You're gonna have to fight him in a week." And I was like, "Fuck, dude." I was like, "Damn, I'm gonna get my ass kicked, dude." So then, so then my dad was like, "Yo, don't worry about it, man. You have to stand your ground with these bullies. If you don't stand your ground with them, even if you get your ass kicked, as long as you punch them, or as long as you stand your ground, they're not gonna bully you anymore." He was like, "So we're gonna practice throughout this whole week. We'll practice a lot of things." So my father just, we ended up going back to the house. One of the key things that my father started doing was looking up, boxing videos on YouTube. And one of the key factors that he's seen was throwing body shots. And I was 11 years old at the time, dude. I was a little fat kid because I was a baseball player and shit. So I was a little fat kid. So my dad was like, "Yo, Jojo, if you dictate to the body, you're going to hurt this kid. And then you can land any punches on top." So a week passed. I ended up, going into the gym, getting ready to spar. This dude ended up taking his shirt off. He was all chiseled. He had a six pack and shit. I took off my shirt. I was all fat and all like I had cellulite and shit all on my stomach. I didn't know any better, man. And I ended up, sparring him. And one of the key things that I did, I just started attacking to the body. And I was a lot heavier than him because, obviously I wasn't a boxer or anything like that. So my power and dictating the body was breaking him down. And I ended up, started landing some shots on top. Ended up stopping him, making him bleed and shit like that. And ever since then, I was like, man, you know what? And this kid, he was already a boxer for about 3 years. And I just went in within a week and busted his ass. And I was like, after that, man, I just fell in love with the sport, knowing that I was able to defend myself and shit.
Damn, that's fire.
That's fire.
Did you ever think that it would get to the point?
Did you ever think that it
would make millions and thousands of dollars off just catching fades?
Man, to be honest, I didn't. I actually had to make. There was like an ultimatum where in my life because I was a really, really good baseball player, man. I mean, played All Stars every single year. I started playing when I was 5, 6 years old. And when I went to high school, the varsity coach wanted me to play varsity baseball when I was a freshman. He wanted me to be a starting pitcher because I used to be I didn't throw the fastest, but I was very accurate and I had some junk on me. I had a good curveball, I had good location, good changeups and everything like that. So they wanted me to be a starting pitcher for the varsity team. And at that time, like I had to make a choice. I was like, all right, like I can either for one, I'm not that big or anything like that, but if I continue on with my baseball career, I could probably get like a scholarship and get a degree, go to college and get a business degree and move on from there and make money like that. But then I started looking up boxers and I started like looking up like what they were making. I was like, shit, man, these boxers are making a ton of money, and it's all different weights and different sizes. So I think I'm just gonna do that. So I ended up, quitting boxing, went all in with my boxing career. Literally like 4 or 5 weeks after that, the U.S. men's. I was 17 years old, and I went to the U.S. men's national championships in Colorado, and I ended up winning the whole thing, man. At 17 years old, fought 4 times, winning the whole thing, and then, sure enough, man, USA Boxing started paying me, giving me that monthly stipend, and once I started seeing that money coming in, dude, I just turned it up a whole nother notch.
Damn, that gotta be
Damn,
fire.
that gotta be fire.
Oh
What
man, it
was
was lit. It was lit, man. I mean,
What was
I was making bank. I was making bank at 17 years old, and I was like, man, I was living life, dude. It was amazing. Such a great feeling.
what was it like
what was it
when
like
you got
when you
that first big check? Was you like,
you
God
got that
damn,
first big
I got
check?
this
Was
off
you
my
like,
damn
God
hand?
damn, I got this off my damn hands?
Yeah. Well, it wasn't even a check. I got a big deposit from my signing bonus from Golden Boy. Once I turned pro and stuff like that, and once I seen that amount in my account, I was like, golly, like, man, all because of fighting and stuff like that, man. All because of it's not all because of fighting or anything like that, man. Obviously, it took a lot of hard work, dedication, sacrifice, not only for myself but for my family as well. But just knowing that I was able to accomplish that and see that type of numbers and money in my account due to all the hard work and due to something that I love and I'm passionate about, it was just an amazing feeling, man. And it was just more motivation knowing that I could do even more. I wasn't settled. I wasn't happy at all. I know that I could keep on going and keep on progressing as long as I just stay motivated, and that's what I did, man. I just started staying motivated, just started working even harder, and just started climbing my way up to the professional rankings, and here I am today. Now, man, I'm just extremely blessed.
That's what's up, man. Um, I really took notice of
That's what's
you
up,
when you
man.
wore the
I
Kobe
really took
Bryant
notice of you
jersey in the
when you
ring.
wore the Kobe Bryant jersey in the ring.
Yeah,
What did Kobe
that's when I
Bryant
fought
mean to
Tevin
you?
Farmer.
What did Kobe
Yeah,
Bryant mean
what did
to
Kobe
you?
Bryant mean to
Man,
you?
growing up,
Yeah, what did Kobe Bryant mean to you?
growing up, Kobe Bryant was always an inspiration, man. Obviously, I was born and raised in Almani. It's a couple cities down from LA. So just seeing Kobe Bryant, his work ethic, his determination, how hard he's overcome everything, dealing with bullshit as well, outside of his professional career, and still overcoming everything and still working hard. That was very, very motivating, man. And once I found out that news, it was literally when I was going to the Tevin Farmer fight to Miami. I was on the plane, and then someone was like, "Yo, Kobe Bryant passed away," and I was like, "What the hell?" I thought somebody was just joking around and shit like that. And then, sure enough, man, I ended up googling it on Twitter and googling it on my internet, and seeing that it was true, dude. And it was just unfortunate, man. It's an unfortunate, it was an unfortunate death. But I wanted to, contribute my fight to Kobe Bryant that weekend, because obviously he was major impact in not only my life but in a lot of people's lives.
100%, 100%.
A
And
hundred
in that
percent, a
night,
hundred percent. And that night,
you went ahead and beat Tevin Farmer.
you went ahead
Uh,
and beat Tevin Farmer.
how was that?
How was that?
It was good, man. I mean, I worked extremely hard. I knew that Tevin Farmer was underestimating me. A lot of people, they underestimate me because they see they see my record, they see that I don't have that many knockouts or anything like that. But throughout my whole entire career, man, I fought really, really tough opposition, man. I fought undefeated fighters. I fought guys that have never been stopped before, and I beat all of them. So I kind of already knew, like, going into that fight, that he was underestimating me. And sure enough, man, I just stuck to the game plan. Ended up getting a fucking big ass cut in the first or second round, but I still stuck to the game plan. I knew that at that very moment it was sink or swim for me. I mean, it was my second world title shot, so I had to just go all in or nothing. Even if I had a broken hand, even if I had a cut in my eye, I just had to go out and risk it all, and that's what I did, man. And I ended up coming out on top, winning the world title, being a world champion, and it was just a dream come true, not only for myself but for my family, for everybody that has been, rocking with me, all my fans, all the people that believed in me. It was just a major accomplishment, man.
That's what's up. It
That's
had
that's
to
that's
be.
what's up.
I
It had to
seen
be.
Dev.
I
Well, Tevin
seen
on your
Dev.
Twitter.
Well,
Tevin
Tevin
was saying that
on your Twitter. Tevin
that
was
you won't
saying
give him a rematch.
that you won't give him a rematch.
I mean, the reason why I didn't give him a rematch is because they're trying to play me with the money and shit like that. But if he really wants to get these hands again, man, I could bust his ass again. Like, I'm not scared of him or anything like that. I already know his flaws. I already know exactly what he's gonna do. Like, that shit will be easy work for me again. That's easy money.
Okay. Tevin, he's
Okay.
still gonna give you the hand if the
Tevin,
bread is right.
He'll give you the hand if the bread is right.
I was watching, I believe, Fight Hype.
I was watching.
And you
I believe
said
Fight
Gary
Hype.
Russell Jr. was the
You
best
said
fighter
Gary
you ever
Russell
fought.
Jr. was the best fighter you ever fought.
Yeah, he was the best fighter. The reason is he came in with a good game plan, very, 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 very fast, very, very, unique with his punches, different outputs as well, where he was able to control it, and keep me at bay, and make me not. I was trying to apply the pressure, but what he was doing was keeping me second guessing. And at that very moment, I wasn't as intelligent as I am now inside the ring, where I couldn't capitalize. And he had that, extra experience, taking that out from Lomachenko and knowing what he has to do to adapt and stuff, where he was able to overcome me, man. And he's one hell of a fighter, Gary Russell Jr., dude. I know that he don't fight as often. It might be due to business, it might be due to the money and shit like that. But at the end of the day, man, Gary Russell Jr., he's one of the best fighters that I ever fought.
That's what's up. So, you
That's
fought
that's
you
what's up.
fought the
So,
real you fought the Devin the
you
Real
fought the
Dream
real
Haney.
you fought the Devin the Real Dream
What kind of
Haney.
similarities do they have, or any
What
different
kind of
type of difference?
similarities do they have, or any different type of difference?
I think it's completely different. I think Gary
Hmm.
Russell Jr. is more of a,
Hmm.
a guy that tries to knock you out, a guy that is more aggressive with his, offense, where when he does attack, he tries to go for the kill. I feel like with Devin Haney, he's more of a slick defensive fighter, where he tries to land his shots, but then he tries not to get hit, and he tries to win on points. But if he does see that he could overwhelm you, and if he does see that he could hurt you, and if he has that control over you, of course he's gonna go out there and take advantage. So it's different type of fighters, but they're both hell of fighters, man. Devin Haney, he's one hell of a fighter as well. He's very tall, very rangy. Knows how to keep his pace and knows how to keep his distance as well. So he's one hell of a fighter.
And you hurt Devin
And
Haney in that fight.
you hurt Devin Haney in that fight.
Yeah, I heard him. I heard him a couple times, man. But the thing is, I look back at that fight, man, and I watched it already. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I watched it about like 100, 150 times, and every time I watch it, man, I get fucking angry because I see the opportunities that I could have, took advantage of, and I didn't, man. I was just trying to rely on just one shot, one punch knockout, where instead I should have just been more and put on more of an output, where I could have overwhelmed him a little more. And like I said, it's a learning experience. It happened. Things happen. He ended up, winning and coming out on top. But at the end of the day, man, that right there is just making me a better fighter and a better individual, knowing that I gotta adapt and knowing that I gotta adjust next time I go inside that ring.
That's what's up. Do you
That's what's
see
up.
anything where George Kambosos Jr.
George Kambosos
can
Jr.
capitalize on Devin Haney in that way?
Capitalize on Devin Haney in that way?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, at the end of the day, these guys, everybody's human. So Everybody could get hurt. Everybody could lose. Everybody could, have an off night. And I think with George Kambosos, I feel like George Kambosos has a big heart, and he's not as skilled as these fighters, but he's very, very tough, and he's very, very gritty, where he's gonna go out there and risk it all. And I think that if Devin Haney don't have that game plan where he knows it's gonna be a tough fight, it's gonna be a long night. But if Devin Haney, is getting the right sparring, is getting that that tough sparring, that aggressive sparring, where these guys are gonna be trying to fight on the inside and try to just try to make it a dogfight, then I feel like he's gonna win the fight, because he's just gonna have to adapt, and he's gonna have to fight on the inside. There's gonna be a lot of opportunities inside that ring and during that fight, where these guys are gonna be fighting on the inside, and Devin Haney has to have that guard up, and have that good defensive, but also that good offensive, so he could keep George Kambosos off.
So would you make a prediction who you think would win that fight?
Who you think would win that fight?
Like I said, man, I mean, I think stylistically, and just like going like off top, I think Devin Haney will win the fight. He has more of an opportunity of winning the fight. But like I said, if George Kambosos comes in with a good game plan, and if he executes that game plan well, and if he does hurt Devin Haney and stays on him and doesn't let Devin Haney breathe, then there's going to be some trouble.
I definitely can't wait.
I definitely can't wait for that fight.
I like George Kambosos. I just think he was at the right place at the right time when he fought Tio, because that fight took like 12 years to get done. I just think he was at the right place and right time. You hear me? You hear me? Come back and come back in. Hold on, we see if he can come back and come back in. See if he got some AirPods. Oh, there you go. Okay, there you go. Okay. Are you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay. I was saying I kind of think George Kambosos was in the right place at the right time when he fought Tio, because that fight there was so much politics to get that fight done. He was just in the right place at the right time.
Oh yeah, I mean, it was a great night for Kambosos. Kambosos, he fought out and he did what he had to do to come out on top. Teofimo felt like underestimated him and blew his load in the early rounds, where when he did have Kambosos hurt, because he had Kambosos hurt, Kambosos was out on his feet, but he just couldn't execute, and he couldn't close the deal because of the weight cut and the energy that he had during that fight. He didn't have any energy where he could have capitalized and go for the kill.
Okay. I want to get your take on Gervonta Tank Davis versus Rolly Romero, and how you think that plays out.
I think Gervonta Davis knocks him out easy. Sleeps him within 6-7 rounds. I don't think that Rolly has the skill and technique to surprise Gervonta Davis. I think Gervonta Davis, he's more of a experienced fighter. He's fought a lot of these fights, and when Gervonta Davis wants to box, he can box. He's a good boxer and very slick and defensive as well. So I think it's going to be a long night for Rollies.
What did you see Rolly's outfit?
Did you see Rolly's outfit at the
Nah, I think I seen it on Instagram with his shirt off and stuff like that. He's trying to be like Conor McGregor or some shit.
So, last Saturday night, Ryan Garcia fought Emmanuel Tago, and he was doing it his own telecast. I said Jojo Diaz was up in hate, but not player hated.
but not
objective
player
hater.
hater.
I'm an objective hater. I be
I'm
hating
an
a lot.
objective hater. I be
You were
hating a lot.
keeping it real. You was keeping it
You
real.
were keeping it real. You was keeping it real.
You said Ryan Garcia doesn't have the heart
doesn't have the
to fight at 135, the big guys. Why do you think that?
135, the big guys. Why do you think that?
Well, he still hasn't. I mean, who did he fight last? Emmanuel Tago? Like, who the fuck is this guy? Once that fight got announced, I think everybody was all surprised. We thought that he was gonna come out and try to challenge me, try to challenge Gervonta Davis, Devin Haney, but he didn't, man. He ended up choosing a guy like Emmanuel Tago. I mean, don't get me wrong, Emmanuel Tago. He's all these guys going inside the ring, they're all dangerous and they all have heart and they're all good. I respect every guy that goes inside that ring, but for him to be talking all that nonsense and talking all that bullshit, and then go and pick this guy and then fight the way he fought, like he can't be talking shit like how he is. He got to shut his mouth.
But did you think he showed heart when Luke Campbell dropped him and he got up, then stopped Luke Campbell? That's still hard.
Up, then stopped Luke Campbell. That's still hard.
I mean, yeah, he showed a lot of heart and a lot of will, but Luke Campbell fucking blew the bag. I mean, he had Ryan Garcia extremely hurt, and instead of going for the attack and instead of actually fucking teeing off on Ryan Garcia, he ended up started fighting that European style again and bouncing around and letting Ryan Garcia get his energy and get his composure back. He ended up letting Ryan Garcia get his mind right again and let him execute what he had to do. And it was just I felt like it was just Luke Campbell. He ended up catching Ryan Garcia, but then he didn't throw that shot again. That shot was there all night, and he didn't land it again.
Damn, that's crazy. Do you think because Ryan was supposed to fight Fortuna and he pulled out because he was having mental health issues? And you went ahead and fought Fortuna and beat him. Then you and Ryan was supposed to fight in November. Then Ryan had the hand surgery. Are you kind of irritated at Ryan because y'all kind of connected that way?
Nah, I'm not irritated with Ryan, man. At the end of the day, Ryan in his career that's on him. Whatever he wants to do, he can do whatever the fuck he wants to do. That's his career and that's what he wants to do. If he wants to, continue fighting these guys that nobody knows about and collect the bag like that, that's all for him. He could do that. But at the end of the day, I know what I want for my career, and that is to, fight the best and to challenge myself every time I go inside the ring. I want to give the fans the best fights possible that I possibly can do. I don't want to, get a quick bag off of people that and get a quick bag and then fight a guy that I know that I'm going to knock out and beat the shit out of and stuff like that. No, I want people to see that I'm fighting the best out there, win or lose, and just excite and give the fans great entertaining fights. And that's what I'm going to continue on doing, is just trying to challenge myself and fight the best.
Right, 100%. One thing that they can say about Joseph Diaz Jr. is that you don't duck nobody. In a sport where a lot of the young fighters are more worried about their old and Instagram, like why are you cut different?
Why are you cut different?
You know what, man? I think I'm cut different because I've always wanted to. I'm very challenging. I like to challenge myself, and I always like to compete with be very competitive. I want to compete with the best. So, if me going out there and fighting the best guys, even if I do lose, as long as I know that I was in there with the top dogs and I was catching them and I was hurting them, that's all that matters to me, man. Giving the exciting fights. I'm gonna continue on being the best fighter that I possibly can be inside that ring, and continue on giving the fans great fights, regardless if I win or lose, man. Because at the end of the day, boxing is an entertainment sport, and people want entertainment. And I'm not gonna just entertain these fans fighting tomato cans that I know I can knock out. And I'm not gonna do that, man. I'd rather fight guys that are the best, that are the scariest in the world, that people fear. Because I'm not afraid of no one. I want to fight and challenge myself and fight the best like that.
That's what's up. So you have a fight in July. Was that confirmed with John O'Carroll?
Was that confirmed with John O'Carroll?
It's like 90% done, bro. It's 90% done. We all know that Ryan Garcia is not going to accept the fight with me next. So I think for me, I got to figure out a way where I'm gonna, get another belt, and that way I can still stay and still be relevant, so I can fight another top dog like Shakur Stevenson or Oscar Valdez, or go back up to 135 and fight hopefully Ryan Garcia, or fight a guy like George Kambosos or Devin Haney again, man. So that's my thing. I just want to get another belt and just keep on fighting the best.
So do you think Ryan Garcia is ducking you? Because when I talked to him, he was like, you're kind of a filler fight for him.
If he honestly thought that, man, the fight would have been made already. If he honestly thought that, he's just trying to build some confidence within himself. But deep down inside, he knows the deal. If he wants to fight, we can fight. We can make that happen. But like I said, man, I ain't scared of him. I ain't fearful of anybody. If he wants to fight, we can fight. And come fight night, people are gonna see the ass whooping I give him.
Okay, so you're open after you fight John O'Carroll, you're open to fight the winner out of Shakur and Oscar Valdez?
Yeah, I mean, like I said, whatever fight makes the biggest sense for me, whatever fight is the biggest for my career at that time. If it's a Shakur fight, if it's a Oscar Valdez, if it's a George Kambosos or Devin Haney again, whatever, or Ryan Garcia, whatever fight at that time makes the most sense and is going to be the biggest fight for my career and the biggest challenge, I'm going to accept it.
That's what's up, man. That's why I like JoJo, because he don't duck no smoke at all. Period. All right, man. I definitely appreciate you for giving me this interview, my brother. Thank you. I wish you the best. If you live in Arizona, let's link.
I appreciate that, man. You be safe, man. God bless.
Thank you. God bless. And I appreciate you, JoJo. Arizona makes noise for JoJo Diaz one time.
The Cash App is open.
Man, salute JoJo Diaz one time tonight on the Hatrix. We was having an echo because JoJo, he didn't have AirPods, so it was coming through his Bluetooth. But we didn't need to hear me anyway. We just need to go ahead and hear JoJo. Was JoJo echoing? Salute my man S. Williams in the building. Was JoJo wasn't echoing, right? Was JoJo echoing? How does the camera look? Does the camera look clean? Okay, long as JoJo wasn't echoing, that's all that matters, man. That's all that matters, that we can go ahead and get those clips cut up and get them posted. Damn, that's crazy. Ryan Garcia, JoJo Diaz, in the same week. The Hatrix is cracking. The ToneDaSupastar show is cracking. Salute Jay the Reaper. Salute Joseph Priestley. Salute Sharita in the Prosper Fog. Salute J-Rob the Chief. I don't know who's next. We got to talk to Tevin Farmer. I need to talk to Tevin Farmer. He said if Tevin Farmer, he said Tevin Farmer can get these hands.
The Cash App is open.
He said Tevin Farmer can go ahead and get these hands. I can't wait. Oh, we need to see that. And what time is it? Oh, Nuggy G. What Jay the Reaper say? Hold on, I gotta start bringing my comments up here. The Prosper Fogs in here. D, I appreciate y'all watching that interview. I know a lot of y'all not really up on boxing, but it's a great sport. He says, man, definitely need this going. Gonna see Tone on ESPN. Man, you think they ready for Tone on ESPN? I would cook Stephen A. Smith. Stephen A. Smith would get washed. Lord, he would get washed. Tyson next. Yeah, I would love to interview Mike Tyson. Sharita says, salute. My man Joseph Priestley said shit was dope. Salute. God got it. Man, salute to y'all, man. We weren't even supposed to do a show today. Salute Joseph Priestley, dope interview. Make sure y'all go follow Joseph Diaz on Instagram, man. Blow his comments up. Let him know that you seen him on the Hatrix, man. Salute Core DJ I. Salute my man Joey Hef. He said no tomato cans. My thing is with Ryan Garcia. See, that's the thing. I think Ryan Garcia does have heart. I mean, I'm not a boxer, so I mean, I don't know, but just from just looking and paying attention, I think Ryan Garcia has heart. The man got put down and he got up off the ground and went ahead and knocked dude out. Ryan could have just quit after taking that punch. Do you know how many girls follow Ryan Garcia on Instagram? They was probably all up in his DMs hating. Salute my man, Mr. S. Williams. He said that Carbajal interview and Henry Cujo soon, man. Let's get that Carbajal interview in here. I appreciate you, my brother. They said Ryan don't want an L on his resume. See, that's the thing. Do y'all think? I mean, nobody. At the end of the day, nobody wants to lose. Nobody wants to lose. But losing in boxing is not the end all be all. Floyd Mayweather kind of ruined the game in that way. You find out what you're made of after you take a L. After you take a loss, you find out what you are made of. That's who you find out if you's a real person or not. That's when you find out what do you have inside of you after you take that loss. How do you bounce back from it? Y'all got to understand, Muhammad Ali lost. Sugar Ray Leonard lost. Tommy the Hitman Hearns lost. Marvin Marvelous Hagler lost. Yeah, just like my man Will said, some of the greatest ever got L's. Yes. Floyd Mayweather Floyd Mayweather's the only perfect athlete that you can see. Floyd Mayweather's great. Never said he wasn't great at all. But you have to be able to take an L. You have to be able to go through adversity. Because you gotta think. The reason why a lot of these kids today, a lot of kids are being raised by tablets. You know what I'm saying? And they not outside like how Wills was outside, how Jada Reaper was outside, how S. Williams was outside, how Sharita was outside, how Joseph Priestley was outside. These kids just stuck on a tablet. So when they get into a situation where they lose, they just snap. They just go crazy. They don't even know how to handle it. They turn into poor sports, poor losers. No. Learn how to conduct yourself when you take that L. And I say that respectfully. That's why LeBron James, that's why LeBron James can't take a L. That's why you can't take an L. That's why you need both parents. You need a daddy in your life. That's neither here nor there. So with Ryan Garcia, I don't see that. I don't see that. I don't see Ryan Garcia. I mean, a lot of people, they see he's a pretty boy. He does this, he does that. I think Ryan Garcia, when he got knocked down and then he got up, then knocked dude out, I think that was 100% heart right there.
The Cash App is open.
But then a lot of y'all say you like Gervonta Tank Davis, and Gervonta Tank Davis is in the Mayweather protection program. How do we know if Gervonta Tank Davis is great if he hasn't fought anybody great? He hasn't even fought somebody on a level as Jojo Diaz. Jojo Diaz got 100% art. Never ducked nobody's fade. Never been knocked out. Never been stopped. How do we know Gervonta Davis is that guy? How do we know? If you've never fought competition, how do you know? How do you know you are that guy? That's what I was talking about with the rapping. How do we know you can rap if you ain't never tested your pen against somebody else? How do we know? I don't know, man. Salute my man Will said boxing is a major self-discipline sport. Yes. You got to be 100% in shape to box, man. 100% in shape to box, man. But man, salute. I want to thank you, Jay the Reaper, for making the flyers for me. I appreciate you, sir. You got the Hatrix lit, my man. Jeremy Horta. If you're trying to buy flyers, please buy them from my man Jeremy Horta. Salute my man Wills. I got some new Wills music that I'm playing tomorrow on the Hatrix. We're gonna do our regular show. I got Young Buki that I'm playing tomorrow on our regular show. I'm gonna talk about Nuggy G with some allegations against Platinum. Those were some crazy allegations that Nuggy G said against Platinum. It's the same allegations that was brought on by Benzino. So I'm not going to say it here. If you know what recently happened to Benzino, Nuggy G said that is Platinum. I want to salute my man S. Williams, who's plugging me with the next boxing interview. Salute everybody in the Prosper Fog. Make sure tonight y'all go ahead and tune into the Certified Savage Show. Whoa 500 will be there, and I will see y'all tomorrow on Friday. I got my man Cameron Jacobs here. Y'all have a blessed rest of your Thursday. I'm out, man. The Hatrix.
On my Brody, they want fucking with a nigga, now they on me, cause we lit.